tell if my hair looks good or
Hi,
bad.
everyone. Welcome to Dyson Dynamics. I am, my hair looks good.
That's the dye version of so pale.
Can I request that we start counting down again?
No.
Yeah, because then that empowers me to say something ridiculous,
Yes.
as though we were just having an
I just
off-kilter
think it's
conversation.
interesting that you're the only person who talks.
It was
So you're saying that the boil was weeping? And it's like, oh, are we live? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, get that checked out. Get that checked out.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shut up! Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dyson Dynamics. I'm your friend, Fish. Today is December 19th. I heard some peeps. 2025. And this is our last session of the year. Yay! Not joining us today is Mark, who is currently doing a big stream for his big boy video game stream Twitch thingy. So happy for Mark. We are not sad for Mark. We are happy.
We are proud of him.
We are so happy. The party is in Bryn Shandir. They have been in Bryn Shandir for quite a few sessions and quite a few more to go. When last we left off, the party had a rather tumultuous time. One, Surf Vandelkus Landir learned that Dimitri Shane, a boy that she had met once and kind of in the noble debutante socialite sphere and got into a huge ass fight with, is the next person for execution. She learned that she needs an ID to go into the orphanage to meet Cobalt. The party reconvened where they learned that Tyrion and his children are in town, that Midnight is having strange dreams, visitations, and prophecies, assumably from Mistra, concerning dreams that someone has been trying to kill Gamma. And that Tyrion is beside himself, still trying to find where Jaco, his oldest or second oldest son, has gone after being missing for 2 years. In addition, Surf and Riptide retrieved the keys to an Aurora from Herman. Riptide also learned that Surf was setting him up to take the fall, and that when Surf and Riptide, during the session 0.5s, if anyone remembers, were bringing money to people, when they were representing their father and bringing money to help pay for a deal, that Surf's intention was to take the money and run. So Riptide has stepped away, joining the crew behind Girl in a Bar to kind of nurse his wounds. And a variety of other things happened.
I was about to say, it was also revealed to the rest of the party that the baby shower is also somebody else that is going to be sacrificed from Surf's life as well. Really batting 1,000 on that, it seems.
Yeah. And the reason that there is a baby shower to begin with was to buy time from getting sacrificed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Belly. Right.
Thank you. Yes, very important addition. Yes, the party learned Surf's motivations behind a lot of things. From here, we will pick up with the party on one of the main thoroughfares that cut through Bryn Shandir. It's cold. It's edging a little bit towards night. The only way that the party is able to discern that are like the variety of clocks and stores are beginning to turn out the lights. It is dark. I mean, it is nighttime dark throughout the city, and it's maybe like 4, 5 p.m. The train whistles, and the party can feel the like cobblestone and brick lay of the road like tremble as it passes under their feet.
And is just going to like clap a hand on Legato's shoulder until it stops.
It takes a little bit, but it'll quiet down. And I think like as the train like cuts through under, I definitely think it's being followed by like kind of a crowd of children who are like racing against it, are trying to feel the cobblestone quiver. It's cold, could be colder. The streets are now empty. The crowd forming out of the knucklehead has more or less dispersed. So, like the crewmen behind the oozle have like either pilfered out to the next step or stepped into a shop to do some shopping,
As one does when they go into a shop.
as one does when they go into a shop. And the floor is now the party's.
So, it seems we got a lot on our plate. Got a lot swimming around in the air. Um, so what lead do we kind of want to follow up on first, I suppose, is my main question.
Well, the shops are starting to close down.
Do you think we should head to the Outlook first then?
What's the outlook?
So, apparently there's like a little after party.
For the for what?
The Northern Outlook, it's Rip and I, after the stupid fucking wizard duel, um, we were approached by somebody when we were bantering back and forth about it, and they said that if we like this, there was some additional festivities after the Northern Outlook closed. They called it the last call menu or dessert menu, something like that. Um,
One of them
Rip,
things.
Rip seemed interested. So if we want to meet back up with him, that might be the spot. But
It sounds like he's not really interested in that sort of thing right now. Meeting up, that is.
yeah. But getting that device repaired, maybe we could beat the shopkeep to close. I don't.
Might be a bad idea. The radio and the camera. What was it?
Yeah, it was a camera, I thought.
Yeah,
So
camera.
I'm pretty sure it was like one of them photography things, photography.
Yeah. One of those.
But if we can get there and then we can go check this place out, because otherwise, what else? We gotta get a place to stay for the night.
We have one.
Um,
We're
oh,
meeting
that's right.
my Uncle Herman at that thing.
So we got the keys for that as well, which is good. So really, I think we should do the shop and then check out what's going on with the last call, since considering things are shutting down, that's probably our best bet for the night.
Makes sense to me.
All right, we try and find the shop. I think your mic is muted.
It sure is. So, cutting throughout town, it's pretty easy to find the shop that was mentioned before that could fix a camera. It is basically the only like fine repairs or like fine delicate works like repair our equipment shop in town. Most of the other shops that would do like repairs are for things like blacksmithing, ironsmithing, or mining equipment. And it's this really tiny hovel that was haphazardly built in the alleyway in between some row houses. And it's charming, a bit dilapidated, a bit. As someone with a good idea of architecture built it, but not a lot of practical experience in doing it. But
Sort
you
of
can
radio
see
shack, if you will.
a what?
A sort of radio shack, if you will.
Yeah, like an actual Radio Shack. There is you hear it before you see it, and you hear it because you hear the very tinny sound of some like old sappy song playing out of like a gramophone. Sitting on the street, taking up space on the sidewalk, is a older man in a kind of a relaxed outfit. If I had to describe it, it would be a bit of like that kind of like old-timey barber look, kind of the puffy sleeves with the like wrap around. He's dressed nicely, but the clothes are ratty and have been like stitched and repaired so many times. And this gentleman is on a chair, a gramophone next to him, kind of fiddling over like an automaton, a homunculus, some kind of like creature. And he's like moving it around in his hand like a Rubik's Cube. And every now and then it makes this like kind of purring sound, like a computer fan humming. He does not look up as you approach. He does not seem to register the three of you as like potential customers.
Uh, hello there.
Oh, hey there.
Um, do you know, are you the person who can like fix fancy little technical things?
Oh, sure can. I can at least give it a bit of a try. Are you? I'm not in your way?
No. If you're the person we're looking for, I don't think so. Oop, sorry. Just gonna scooch right past you here.
Yeah, I can take a look. Well, with how things are going, obviously, I won't be able to do things for free, but I can take a look at it. Yeah, I sure can.
uh, so Legato, um, is like, goes through his bag, and he's like, wait, before I do this, wait, Surf, are you the one who took it?
You're in charge of other things that aren't important.
Ah, fair enough. And he takes, because I was pretty sure that he did take it. The only thing I think, and has the fan thingy. But
as
he
well
takes out.
as well as the murder weapon from Majunari's death.
Yeah,
Hmm?
her. She's walking around with us right now. He takes out the camera and he holds it up so the
Just gonna. And he'll take the like little automaton and just kind of toss it. Um, and he'll set it in his lap and start fussing with it. And he'll say, "Oh yeah, the name's Devereaux. It's so great to meet you. Thank you for coming to my little shop."
Oh, sorry. I knew I was missing something. A pleasure to meet you, Devereaux. My name is Speaker Legato.
Oh, speaker to what?
Dugansville.
Oh, Dugansville. Real nice place. Real modest. Real nice.
How many people in Wisconsin is this character based on?
I
Count with
can't
me.
tell whether or not I want to like I can't tell whether or not I want to like this guy or if I want to punch him.
Okay. Well, I see that was a little camera at one point, but it's been really worked over. You see, instead of using metal plates or chemically treated glass plates to help focus and capture the image, it's using chartolin.
Hmm.
And now, if I had to say, I can see some geometric patterning. So, this is telling me definitely from the south. Maybe Alaskan influence.
That's cool. I didn't realize they made Chardonnay cameras.
I think
Well,
that means
they
this isn't
don't.
like jerry rigged. Yeah, somebody made this on purpose.
Weird.
So, well, what I can see here is that it was not handled very well. Looks like it might have gotten damaged up in a fight. I would need to replace the
Everything.
no, not everything. The plates,
Mm-hmm.
and I would need to redo some of the fabric to get this usable. I think 3 gold.
That's $300, right?
300 bucks.
$300. Okay. Um. Now I have a question. If you'd be so willing to answer,
Of course.
would you be able to hold on to it, and then once we pay you and get you the supplies, you could work on it?
Well, I have the supplies here.
Oh, okay.
The
Then
3 golds for all of it.
okay. So then, would you be willing to kind of work with, like, hold on to it, and then we pay you, and then you work on it?
We
Yeah.
have we have an event coming up, and we don't need the camera for it. So we were hoping that maybe when we got back from that event, we'd be able to pick it up.
Sure. So what I'll say is though is there will be a surcharge if you don't pick it up. And how long do you need?
Well, if that's the case, then maybe we should hold on to it because I was going to say maybe a week or
Well,
2 weeks.
yeah. Well, how long do you think the work is going to take?
2 hours.
Oh,
Awesome.
damn.
Anne will reach into her belt pouch, will fish out 3 gold pieces, and we'll extend them, and we'll say we'll pick it up tomorrow.
Were you just holding on to
I've got I've got 2 more of those to my name.
that?
Jimmy, come here. And the little automaton he scattered will like shamble
Aw.
forward, crawl up, and then like eat the coins. And there will be a little bit of time, a little bit of time. And then it'll go like, and he'll go, do you need a receipt for that?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. And Jimmy will go, arching its back and just making this like awful sound
You know
as
what,
it just
Legato? You can keep the receipt.
and it starts like convulsing a bit, and Devereaux has to reach into its mouth and like pulls out the receipt.
Oh, is that what you were working on?
No.
Legato
It's got that.
has it between his nails.
It's kind of got that pink color. You might need to change the roll.
Oh. Sam, you are Echo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's the time frame? So wait, we're gonna pick it up tomorrow. You just
2
said.
hours, and said, "Yeah, they'll pick it up tomorrow." Because that just felt
Okay.
like the most expedient. Maybe you can take it home, work overnight, whatever.
Work over it, make sure, like, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Well, you can also just pick it up after hours. It's no problem. James will be running the shop, so you can do a pickup in 2 hours if you'd like. Would you like to
Is
sign
he
up for?
James? He points at the robot.
No, this is Jimmy.
Oh,
Oh, I thought that Jimmy is a
yeah, I
nickname.
thought Jimmy was a diminutive of James. Who's
Yes,
James?
they're all James, but this is Jimmy. And then there's James. And then I've got Jim.
Do you have
Jimadiah.
Jimbo?
No.
Oh, missed opportunity.
He writes down something. He takes out a pen and like writes it on his arm.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow then.
Okay. Would you like a notification when it's complete?
Would we like a notification when it's complete?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Jim will notify you.
Okay. How's he gonna do that?
Find you guys and tell you.
I'm not gonna ask any more questions. Um have a good night. And Legato just
You have a good night as well.
starts walking.
Anne will join. Most like service-based institutions like that have a counter. Did he seem reputable? Like, because he didn't sound reputable.
Well, I mean, we'll find out, won't we?
Guess so.
And besides, I fully believe in all of our ability to bully an old man.
I mean,
We just paid 3 gold to have our camera fixed. If it doesn't work,
yeah, I suppose the instant refund. Okay, well, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
definitely was not that. I didn't know that a robot could make that kind of choking noise. It was real disturbing.
It's um, probably just needed a like grease on its on whatever sort of mechanism prints the paper. There used to be in my past hung around sort of mechanical autonomous things that would print paper, and
Mhm.
it was always the most it was always the part that was failing the most, and they would have guys like that, kind of weird off, but they have the necessary knowledge, have to come in and fix them, and it was almost always the printer failing. So
That's real
that's
interesting.
why I'm not really inspired to confidence if he's having problems with that, given.
I've
Again,
never Fish, I have a lore question. Does Ten Towns generally have stuff like that, or are they still on the press?
Like printers?
Yeah. Do they have printers, or are they still, like, for example, in like Dugansville or other places on the outskirts, would they still just be on the press?
I think that 10 Towns is celebrating getting like a second-hand printing press. But I do think like Bryn Shandir, I mean, Bryn Shandir has like a train station.
Hmm.
So I think it's like they probably have a printer. It has not been, it is like such recent technology to 10 Towns that it hasn't had the opportunity to jam yet.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
thinking.
You mentioned
Legato?
you mentioned last session that they have a bobbin right though, right? They're in one of the tailor shops, right? I
Yep.
think that came up. They have printers built in because that's what Anne is referencing. Because they spit out the measurements that they take on paper.
Well, I have to say I ain't ever really seen something like that. Only place that I think that kind of thing is started is actually here in Bryn Shandir. But don't know if we have the technicians for that. He might be the only technician for that actually.
There's tons of them in Waterdeep.
I bet there's everything in Waterdeep.
Yeah. Okay, what next? Got that
So
out of the way.
did that. Real I don't think I've ever felt so awkward. Um So do we know where to go for the Aurora? And do we want to kind of get that sorted now or tomorrow?
So, we could probably figure it out. Yeah, walk around, see, and find every Aurora in town and try the key on it. And if we can't find it, we'll just keep walking around trying them until at some time one of them opens. Um, you know, and we'll say, well, are we taking the Aurora, or are we getting, or are we going aboard the Oozle?
I think that we could probably go aboard the Oozle for travel, right? To get to this whole baby shower thing. But afterwards, we're not going to be able to depend consistently on the Oozle for our myth
Okay.
to travel.
Well, right, and I mean that was the other thing for folks that have flown frequently, um, and also I guess well we've all been in Aurora at this
No,
point.
wait. Hold on. Continue talking. I just remembered
I,
something.
I'm just saying one is certainly faster than the other, and the quicker we get there, the more time we have to case the joint, understand what's happening, who the players are, what's going to happen, blah 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 blah. If we're planning on
We would get paid if we took the Aurora and went to go see Zardarok.
right,
Hey, Fish, the keys were to a hotel room, right?
Nope.
They were to the Aurora.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
I misunderstood that then.
But you guys have a night stay at the Gilden Stag Rest.
mhm.
Hmm.
Yes. Uh, well, Uncle Herman was the one who gave me the keys, and or I guess Herman, whatever he said that he got us a night at the Golden Stag Rest or something. Uh,
Oh, fancy.
is it? I
Is that
guess.
fancy? Do we know that that's fancy? It just has gilded in the name. Um,
Uh, usually if it's gilded, it's like kind of like 3-star max. Uh,
right, because it's
this
not
is like
solid.
gilded, in which case it doesn't use stars. Uh,
Legato's tail is like flicking back and forth behind him. Just like
Legato is considering class violence right now. Uh
And knows that because she used to be a maid. Have some respect.
uh
It does no, and it does not matter because Anne still has had proximity to that kind of thing, even if it was the person cleaning.
aren't you
And since
literally
we're
a prince?
what?
Aren't you a prince? I
Legato?
don't know if we know that.
Legato is not a prince.
No, that's right. He's a king. Boom. Let's go.
Oh,
And a
well,
queen,
actually, he's the
actually.
queen
And a queen.
of drag.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
a
was
Uh,
gonna say, guys.
Come on.
I think the guy would do both. I feel like
It,
he would
it,
drag
it's
king
it's
and
got to be
queen.
both. Um, okay. Regardless of how fancy it
But
is or not, a free stay is good. Because yeah, I just paid 3 gold pieces to a man. I'm not sure we'll be able to fix that camera, but I don't think I'd be able to fix it in a minute. So we're gonna have to.
yeah, and my thought is that it sounded like Uncle Herman wanted to talk to us. So if we went there, he might actually like tell us where the Aurora is. So we don't have to play a scavenger hunt all through Bryn Shander.
So we could do
And we
that.
still like,
Also,
kind of murdered, quote unquote, murdered someone.
I think that you give your uncle a little bit of space. It looks like he was going through a bit of a mentee bee.
Good for him. I hope he
I
learned
I will
something.
say he did tell you guys it's at the oh my god, parking lot.
Yeah, it's in
Oh,
a parking lot.
oh, it's just in the it's valet
Yeah,
service. Oh yeah, the ticket's right here. Yeah.
yeah. That was why I was making the joke about walking around and trying to key, like when
Yeah,
you're
just like
walking,
beep beep beep
like
beep.
when you're walking through the
I
parking garage, clicking your beeper, like. Um,
Like what we
um,
did after we exited the brass citadel.
yeah. Um, okay. Right. Um, as for tickets on the Oozle, Anne will like fish a crumpled up piece of paper out of her pocket and will like wave it. Um, I um, I think I have the hookup for that, though.
What's that?
It's a letter from Elsie. Uh, the letter is technically speaking, it looks like a ransom note, but those things that are glued in place are braille letters in lieu of big like newspaper font or whatever. She cut apart braille script and wrote a letter utilizing it. I believe there's also like poorly punched script towards the bottom as well. Um,
he like found some like
Giving
googly
Braille
eye
ransom
stickers.
note. She put like little mini googly eyes and
He bedazzled this fucking love letter.
hold it.
yeah, well, I believe she technically punched through it with like a pen or something like that.
You did the thing you're actually supposed to do to write braille.
Yeah.
Burnish it.
Um,
That's what I'm looking for.
yeah.
You're supposed
And
to emboss,
And
actually.
boss, damn it.
yeah, you're not supposed to make holes. It's supposed to like lift it. Anyways, which is not quite what this letter says, but I can make it what this letter says.
What does the letter say?
She says that that I can meet her at the ticket rest, which I've got to assume means like like the ticket office. Again, this is cut up, and she's like double checking her work on what it says.
And I think that was just for you.
Did you not just hear what I just said?
What, you'll make it for the rest of us?
Thanks.
Okay, that's fair. Sending very strong messages, Anne. I admire that.
strong messages?
Well, every time that she's tried to make something personal, you always bring the rest of us.
Yep.
And I just think that's sending a very strong message that LZ is just trying to break through.
Crazy.
Which personally, I kind of wonder about that because if you've been doing this consistently and doing all this like maybe subtle or in this case, I think we're as subtle as a train wreck. Sort of communication and she's just not getting it. It makes me wonder if she actually cares for you in any meaningful way.
Uh, you know, based on my experience, um, this is not a strong opening. So I agree with you. Uh, I don't think she does care in any meaningful way, and that's concerning.
Yeah. Hey, we'll make it work.
But but she's going there anyways, and the Oozle we've been aboard is huge. Um, Maybe we could just have her retrofit that gross, crusty carpeted room, uh, or something. She's clearly not going to put a paying guest in there.
Gross, crusty, carpeted room?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I had to take a meeting in there last we were aboard.
Interesting, interesting. Well, maybe we would be able to stay there. But if we do go to the Oozle, then we ain't gonna get paid nothing. And we were concerned about money going forward. So if we don't do that and we take the Oozle instead, that means at current our only opportunities to get money are to do the investigation at the fort or go to Lanternlight and figure whatever's going on there.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about it from the perspective of speed as well.
And no,
Auroras
I get that.
are not fast, and I've got to imagine that lighter than air travel is faster. I guess I
Yeah,
have.
and it's gonna look a lot prettier.
Well,
That comparatively, subjectively, it's gonna look a lot prettier.
fair enough.
Even if I do have to kind of like dig my claws into the floor.
Oh yeah, I'm not so much looking forward to being aboard again either. But um, if it means getting there with more time to understand what we're working with here,
Yeah.
it might be worth it.
Okay, so we're gonna take the Oozle then.
Unless anybody feels strongly otherwise, I understand that money is a question, but if the goal is to stop people from getting sacrificed, that's not necessarily a monetary prospect.
Fair enough. Okay. With that kind of sorted. Oh, fuck. We have what? Another day before it goes? We have to be there in 1 or 2 days.
I think it's just one day, I believe.
1 day, so tomorrow afternoon? Or the day after tomorrow afternoon?
Meet Zardarok, yeah.
No, not meeting Zardarok to get on the Oozle because the Oozle is flying
Right.
off in either tomorrow or the day after that.
Well, we can quick check. Can Surf look over to the someone who has a brochure, inevitably has a brochure for the Ouzel flight?
Like, where are you trying to get it?
We're on the street, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much empty though.
I mean, would the times be posted at like the ticket office?
Yeah, like there are. You've been talking about how there are posters all over
Hold on, hold on,
for
hold
the
on.
Ouzel flight.
So, okay, really quick, this is out of character speaking. When we were picked up, it's been probably a day since we were picked up, meaning it's the 19th right now. Um, so in 3 days, the Oozla is going to go on a trip to the Rigetti Glacier.
Oh, so we have more time than we thought. Well, this day is almost spent because shops are closing and stuff.
Yeah, so
So we
tomorrow
got
is
tomorrow and the day after, and probably it leaves at the end of the second
so
day.
if we're the 19th and we're going to go in tomorrow, that's the 20th. We got 2 days. It leaves on the 22nd.
Okay. I thought that, but then I was like, or is there something I have to do on our 22nd for like Christmas? So I
No,
was getting real life
sorry,
and game
in
mixed up
game.
there. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah.
it didn't
No, no, no.
specify. In the game, it is in the game. I would
The
say that
22nd.
it's the 19th right now, and so tomorrow will be the 20th, meaning that it will leave in 2 more days.
Okay.
Sorry, we were talking about. I'm like, wait, I have dates because I asked for dates after the fight.
Yep. Okay. Um. So with that,
And also, to go back into characters, so I think it might be leaving in like two or three more days. If you don't include tomorrow, it's going to be 2 days. If you do include tomorrow, it's going to be 3 days. And then while we're on the ship, because it's like a week. It's not like a week long trip, but during that trip, because it's probably going to be maybe like I don't know how long this air travel is going to take to get to the glacier, but it's very likely that that your cousin's party is going to be while we're on the ship because it's her birthday. Surf?
Oh, like Vecna?
The guy like looks over.
or
He's like, "Yes, your cousin."
I have a lot of them.
I was about to say, didn't we just like bump into some other ones?
One of your cousins. I'm trying to be. Oh my goodness. Yes, her.
Yeah, Vector, obviously. I don't keep track of my cousin birthdays. That's so many of them. But
I know
yeah,
Legato knows every single sibling and mother's birthday by heart.
well, that's different. That's siblings and mothers, cousins. Uh, yeah, Surf has it really easy with sibling birthdays.
I just
Uh,
have the one.
mhm. um,
So yeah, her party
uh,
might be when we're on the ship as well.
that means I'm gonna have to pick out presents. Do you guys want to go? We'll figure out. I'll figure out present shopping later. I'll have to figure out. Do you want to try figuring out getting money?
Well, that's what I was just talking about. So
Oh,
once
sorry.
we come back from the Rigetti Glacier, then we have two missions from Zardarok that we could follow up on, and that's going to be going to Fort Kelvin to find out what's happening there, or to Lantern Light to figure out what this whole hunting party situation is about, or we could um, Duvesso wants more information on people that don't exist. Um, and that's really it right now. I
Uh,
think Elsie might have given us a mission, but I can't for the life of me remember what she said.
yeah, we should probably stick to stuff that's just in Brinchander so that way we don't accidentally miss our rides out of here.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Because there wasn't really a time limit on either of those. It sounded like whatever's happening at Fort Kelvin has been like an ongoing issue because every time Zardarok has sent scouts out there, they just kind of disappear or they don't report back, meaning that something is happening there. And so Zardarok is sending us as kind of a last resort, being like, "Hey, figure out what's going on up there. Um, if you can, then bring me back the information and evidence, etc., etc." And then for the Lantern Light one, he's just curious about what's going on because there's this like hunting party thing, and that hunting party seems like a repetitive sort of deal. Like everybody
Yeah,
in
the
Lantern Light
White
might know
Moose
about it.
thing.
Yeah, the white moose thing. So if it's a repetitive thing, then there's not like a whole bunch of time limit on that one. Other than like the general time limit that I personally feel like when I'm given a general mission, I feel like I have to be done within like a month, but that's like my personal preference. Um,
Yeah, whatever you think is a good idea, Legato. I trust you.
oh,
Surf
thanks, Surf.
does look completely out of it. Uh, and keeps on looking towards, like,
Where Riptide was.
yeah, like back towards like the bar.
Well, why don't we go get some drinks at the Northern Outlook? Because I don't know, is it the bar that's closing? I'm pretty sure it's the bar that's closing.
To be clear, that's for after last call, which you guys are
Oh, it's
several
only
hours from.
yeah, it's only 5 p.m. Last call isn't until like
Yeah.
Yeah. We just hit
late.
first call.
We just hit first call.
Um,
So, let's see. Do you guys just want to sit? Or we can go, actually, we should probably follow up with a Black Nuts.
Yeah, we can also check into our hotel room.
Yeah, let's
Give
go
it a couple.
sit. Let's go
Yeah,
sit.
that's a good idea.
On a mission to the Gilded Stag.
All right. You guys begin making your way towards the Gilded Stag. Um, as you do so, you kind of pass by the train station where it seems like almost every soul in Bryn Shandir has gone. Uh, People either picking up packages that are being brought from other towns or reconnecting with the miners who are coming home for the night. And it's bustling. Of course, there's impromptu stalls being put up. You recognize a lot of faces from the like market square in town as you're passing by. The three of you aren't really able to acclimate yourself before one sunbeam like descends on the group in a hurry. She looks frazzled. Some of her hair is undone. Um, a few braids are just like missing from her head. And she's like wrapping furs around her, and she'll kind of like bustle up towards Legato, going, "Hey, speaker Legato, speaker
Oh
Legato.
my god, you're okay. Hi. Um,
Hey,
great to see you again.
it is really good to see you again, too. Yes, sorry, I took the train over here. Cannot believe Providence. So glad you're here. Have you told Duvessa that I'm the speaker now of Goodmead?
Yes, I said that I cast my vote for you.
Okay, thank you. Wow, that
Is
took
everything okay? You look kind of frazzled.
oh my god, Goodmead is in ruins and that bitch tried to kill me.
Which bitch?
Lady Stone Hollow.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The fuck?
Also, what was that
Power struggles will do
fight?
that to you.
Hmm?
Power struggles will do that to you.
That's facts.
Did you kill her?
Um, no. My little Terrafolk guy did.
Okay. But what
Okay,
happened upon our leave, or can you say?
I'm I'm gonna try and keep it quiet because I don't really want to keep that information tight to my chest. But
I
well,
understand.
so the teleportation circle finally goes off, but it's just all undead. And
Oh,
then there was a zombie gorillon, which I
What's a
have some.
gorilla doing in
well, it came through the
Icewind
teleportation circle.
Dale?
It came through the teleportation circle.
Yeah, no, fair enough. So, like, it
Yeah,
came from Schultz?
yes.
The hell?
So some of the theories going on is that the teleportation circle misfired. It's this thing that sometimes happen because there's like portals all around Chalt. And so sometimes the link gets weird, but I don't know. But then Lady Stonehollow started firing on people. Well, and at first we thought it was just, she'll try to quiet her voice down. At first we thought it was her firing on the undead, but then she shot people.
Sounds like she coordinated with whoever set off that. Frankly, like
It might
I
not
mean,
have been a misfire.
no, they somebody weaponized a teleportation circle
Yeah. Well,
to create
oh,
ruckus to allow for crossfire, as it were.
well, um, Aztec died, and
What?
Got brought back?
No.
no, there's not enough of him for Chartelin.
The
Ooh,
hell?
He was in front of the teleportation circle when it went off, and he like reached for it and then just like everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
Fuck. That
That's
fuck.
awful. I'm sorry.
y-
He
That,
was pretty cool, I think.
the hell?
I
How old was
yeah,
he?
uh not that much older than me, 24.
Jesus.
But well, that's why I'm going over to the Church of RL and whatever, because I'm hoping now that I'm a speaker. Well, I'm even if Duvessa doesn't agree, I'm hoping that I can just say that I am and use some of the speaker funds, and his resurrection will be cleared by the time anyone finds out. But I've also got a bunch of chartolin, so I might just sell some of that. But okay. Well, thank you for letting Speaker Devessa know. I'm going to go and get started on that.
Hmm.
Um,
Didn't Duvessa say something about being glad that Legato picked one Sunbeam because she didn't trust Stone Hollow?
yep.
Fair enough.
um, Speaker Legato. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm also coming. Amelia Hilda wants permission
Oop.
to extend funding for overtime pay for for the firefighter crew.
Yeah, I heard that. Hold on, she wants overtime. She wants to extend overtime for the firefighter crew.
I
Yeah,
mean, it makes
they've
sense because they
if
would have been the ones putting out good mead.
yeah, they're extending I think on 36 hours. And I mean, I guess from what she said, they're willing to work through it, but she doesn't really want them to do that without pay.
Legato like gets this very focused look on his face. Is like, yeah, no, absolutely extend it.
Okay.
Hold on. He like looks at his little creature No, this one's for all the speakers. I don't think I have a sending stone to be able to get to her.
I mean, you can. Oh, uh, I can send a note because when I take the train back, it's going to go through Goodmead before it goes to. Well, it's
Dugansville.
going to go through Dugansville before it gets to Goodmead.
Yeah, I'll write something. Or actually, no,
Okay.
just tell her that yes, I approve of extending overtime pay. They should not be working without pay.
Okay.
And I will need information about how that's going to affect our budget and whether or not I should also be communicating with the rest of the speakers about funds in general.
Do you think Aztec would still be dead if we had been there?
Yeah,
If he was right next to the teleportation circle,
and
unless one of us decided to move in next to him.
he's a skilled arcanist. He cast fireball on me and Rip. Um, we would have trusted him to know what he was doing. So I think he
Absolutely.
would.
Surf
Sadly,
nods, accepting this very bitterly.
And it sounds like one Sunbeam is going to do her best to bring him back because he is a skilled arcanist and he seems just like a really level headed, grounded person.
Yeah.
Well, he's also the head of the guard, and I really don't want to be
Oh, really?
the
Yeah, he
speaker
said
who.
this. Yeah.
I must have missed that.
I don't want to be the speaker who puts in a new guard. It's bad optics, and I'm already going to be the youngest speaker.
By the way,
Thank
I
you
don't know if
both.
I made this very clear, but I do believe in you. I think you can do it.
Yeah, you're good
She'll
for
like
asking what you need.
I know you've had a really rough start, and I'm really sorry your opponent just straight up tried to assassinate you, but I think you can do what needs to get done. Um, I just hope that you will be willing to work with us.
one sunbeam will like kind of gather herself, and she'll like impulsively squeeze Legato's shoulder, and then go, "So, fuck." Uh,
Sorry.
I feel the same to you. I have to go. All
All right. Go safely.
right, go safely. And she'll like kind of bustle past you, and standing there, it'll be like 2 seconds, and then a rather like grungy, kind of dirty Terrafolk man will like trail after her. And you continue your way onto the Gilded Stag Rest. As you cut through town, you're able to piece together, like, you're able to see that the Gilded Stag is like kind of veering you towards the more like affluent section of Bryn Shandir, or at least a section of Bryn Shandir that was built with a lot more money. The houses get bigger. The houses are, instead of like in row homes, are half buried into the ground to like preserve heat and such. They're like all standing on their own, some with like alleyways and flat roofs that allow for like rooftop gardens and picnic areas. And I would like three of you to go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh shit! I don't have my normal. I don't have my normal dice. Fuck.
Ooh, the windows are getting bigger here. Take that.
Okay.
Perception, we
What the
said.
fuck happened to all my normal dice?
Yes, perception.
Jesus. Um, I'll just use these.
Perception.
Okay.
9.
Pers- Who let the girl with a negative perception?
She has +4. But however, that's DM fiat on if her DC changes based on what she's seeing, or not seeing, or hearing, or smelling, or whatever. Because perception isn't technically just seeing.
I'm pretty sure my perception is +3, but I don't want to say anything definitive, so. Am I right? It's +2. I'm off. 17.
Okay, 17. Surf?
Rolls an 11.
Kidikuli? Okay, passing through what I'll say in order of like details that we notice. So ending on legato, what it'll be is that everything Anne and Surf see, these are things legato notices. Anne, the streets are lit enough that I think you're able to see like swaths of colors. There are street lights, there's like lamps, people carrying lanterns, and I think you're recognizing a lot more blue as you get closer to the Gilded Stag. For
Can I ask a clarifying question since it's bright?
yes,
What kind of blue? Is the blue like Arbiter blue, chief concern, or is the blue like Neverwinter Royal Family blue, or is it just blue?
I would say it's a good question. Now, you were a servant, you did live in the castle. I think you would be able to, I think you had to be able to discern the difference between like all of
Those
these
two
blues.
specifically, yeah.
It's the Secret Fourth, which is the like patriotic Neverwinter blue. So
Okay.
it's not like blue, but it would be like
So it's not the royal family specifically. It's not the arbiters, but it's like the blue that like everybody
Would
else
be on
uses.
the flag.
Yeah,
right.
got it. Yeah, it's complete.
Surf. You were able to pick up that a lot of the people gathered around have some kind of like yellow ribbon or yellow accoutrement on them. There are like a handful of women, women in very nice wear, affluent wear, with their hair like braided back with yellow ribbon. And Legato with a 17, noticing all of that. Um, Give me one second. Noticing that, and as the gilded stag, a very, very beautiful, like repurposed manor comes into view, you were able to see that one, um, people are beginning to get cleared off of the street, either of like their own volition or someone else in their company kind of ushering them inside. But as the three of you are like getting closer, people are noticing. And another thing you note is that as you're passing through, there was a kind of a younger boy um, who saw the three of you and darted into the gilded stag.
Mhm.
And in addition, outside of the gilded stag, kind of sitting outside on like, you know, one of the outside unk chairs is I would call like a pretty handsome, well groomed man in a kind of like old fashioned tunic and tabard with a fur cloak, but the tabard has on a like very stylized depiction of a purple dragon kind of like coiled around a crown.
There's a lot happening around here.
It has gotten immensely fancy very fast.
Yeah, they got like houses that stand by themselves. They got alleyways that don't look cramped. You can probably like put all your like arms between them.
Yeah, and like the 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 street light actually flows down them. Like it
Yeah, it doesn't get
doesn't,
devoured.
yeah, it doesn't quite look like you're gonna get you know, mugged and or stabbed.
Oh, that's just 10 towns. Also there I'm sure you can see all the blue. Don't know if you see the like flashes of yellow.
No, miss the flashes of yellow.
Yeah, there are some flashes of yellow. There's also people getting herded off the street. They're either walking themselves off the street to their places or they look like they're getting herded
Or
away.
or Legato, to be totally honest, they looked at us and didn't want to be associated with us.
I don't know why. They don't have to associate with us. Only
She'll
people
just
that
like
do.
motion at her outfit. Like,
Only people that have to associate with us are the people that work with us. They just don't like us.
that's fair.
Also, a little boy just ran into that place when he saw us. Also, I think there's one of them purple dragon people here.
A purple dragonborn?
No, like he's got like he's a one-eye, one-horn flying purple people eater. Anyways, he's like sat there all in a chair, just kind of chilling. Tunic, tabard, purple dragon thing.
Oh, so it's like a knightly order or some stupid shit.
Yeah, I think so. Must be.
Okay.
Purple bear.
I ain't used to places like this. There's a lot of money happening around here.
Well, you were looking for a job that might pay. Who knows?
His ears are like. um. Well, I don't know if I want. Do we want to talk to him?
No, I think we just want to get checked into our room.
All right.
And
Legato will do the as they walk by the purple knight.
Stand up and put a hand on his door, and he'll say, "It's great to see the two of you, Legato, Anne. I'm surprised you guys came to the Guild and Stag."
Do we know you?
You're about to. You're turning yourself into the arbiters, right?
This motherfucker.
And we will go on break. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We had Sam stepped away to take care of some family business. So, Surf, seeing the writing on the wall, is going to dip. Maybe to get back up or to kind of provide like some long range recon. But it's the two of you. And the Purple Dragon Knight has his hand on the door and has kind of stepped up and is now blocking it a little bit. He has a very pleasant face, like so up close. And he's keeping his tone like light, friendly, not, he is not trying to like attract attention towards the two of you.
Oh, you must have us mistaken for some other people.
Yeah, we have a room here.
Yeah, we have a reservation here.
Keys, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
She. Oh,
Uh, I think that I could be mistaking the two of you if trying to. I've never taken a bribe before, but there's
it's because you're really fucking bad at it, probably.
there's
Yeah.
a group of very interested people in there who have machinations to kill you. I do know that Surf and Riptide have rooms. I know that Anne and Legato don't, and
Who the fuck
that
are you, by
Pardon.
the way? And why do you know all of our names?
Oh, I am Sir Akil. I'm a Purple Dragon Knight out of Cormir.
I'm sorry, sir.
Why
What?
are you here? Other than to, is it literally just to be in our way?
I believed that you wanted that you would want me to be in your way.
Oh, that's right, because you just said people in there want to kill us.
I'm sorry. Who in there wants to kill us?
A very good question to ask, but, and he'll kind of smile again, I just can't seem to remember.
I mean, if you're having memory problems, I can knock your fucking brain around your skull a little bit, and maybe it will help you remember.
We're broke.
Go ahead and get me with an intimidation check.
Believe it or not, she has a fucking 0 in that.
God bless.
She is at the end
May
of the
I
day.
help? Wait, you have an inspiration.
Yeah, of course I do. And I'll determine whether or not I'm going to use that after I roll. um, Nat 20.
Uh, his eyebrows will kind of pop up, and his face will relax, and he'll say, "Well, no point in being coy. You're more than well aware the arbiters, some of them, have been sent after you, and well, they were waiting on you to walk through the door."
Yeah, and I don't know how that is your problem or why it's your problem.
Not my problem. I'm here because I overheard things and I'm getting paid a nice little fee to be the doorman and positively identify if a Miss Anne walks through, accompanied especially by dear speaker Legato and the Landier twins. But I'm not particularly interested in sending 4 young people to their deaths or something worse.
Must be the person that Legato will turn to Anne. What does this guy appear to be species wise?
Half elf, maybe? Or
Okay.
like if not like a half elf, like he's human, but he's kind of got the like a little bit of a pointed ear, just like a little too beautiful.
Legato will lean in and whisper in Sylvan to Anne. He's like, must be the result of the person that she asked permission from.
And we'll just sort of speak back and we'll say, there's no way an arbiter is taking fucking advice from a fucking purple dragon knight.
No, he's taking advice from them.
I don't think I don't think they'd farm things out in that manner either.
Um,
We should just see if he's lying.
and how do you intend on doing that?
Walking through that door.
Do you think they'll? He goes back to speaking. Do you think they'll start a brawl if we walk through the door?
They won't.
They got permission from Duvessa.
To what, fight?
Mm-hmm. Fight's not allowed to spill out into the street, but they can absolutely do it inside.
Legato would like to insight check that.
Okay, go ahead. So, what are
Specifically,
you?
he is inside. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Specifically, he is inciting whether or not they were given permission and whether or not Duvessa was the one to give them permission to do so. Insight is also a
That's a
plus.
good clarification given the state of the neighborhood that we're in.
That's a 19.
So, looking him over, um, one, you're able to piece together that he's dressed very simply, but he's definitely not young or inexperienced. And his affable demeanor is there's a lot of like genuine concern and I would say distaste when he says here's something to pick up. He's being very careful not to say like the arbiters. He's saying those arbiters, some arbiters. He is like separating the people inside of the hotel from arbiters as a group. He is serious about Duvessa having been given permission, but I do think you are able to like piece together that it might be a little bit of a white lie.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another, you asked kind of like you were looking after 2 things.
I was looking after whether or not they were actually given permission and whether or not Duvessa was the one to give them permission.
So I would say actually given permission. Yes, Duvessa was the one to give them permission. For fighting, yes. Against the four of you, maybe not. He you got a
Oh,
19. Let me double check.
it could also be I'm thinking it could also be that the arbiters were like, "Hey, can we fight somebody that's wanted in the hotel lobby without giving like full information as to who they're fighting?" Sort of deal. That's what I think Legato would assume from the white lie bit.
I think that's a good interpretation. And then you did get a 19 and you got a few steps above him. So I will say you can ask one more question.
When he said that he was working with the arbiters, was that he was working with and being paid by the arbiters, was that a fully truthful statement? And if that's too much, I can think of a different question.
Yes, he is getting paid, not strictly by arbiters.
Sir Akil, why are you giving us warning and not just letting us walk in if the arbiters are the ones that are wanting to kill us or fight us in the lobby of this fine establishment?
You mentioned you were poor. I'm willing to trade in other things besides money for information.
Whoa.
I don't know how you think that sounded, but it sounded kind
Oh,
of sleazy.
no. Oh, he looks actually like the whole like mask in his demeanor, his eyes like bulge out of his head, and he says, mon Dieu, no, 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 I am no, no." He takes his hand off the door and then like puts it back on, and he says, "No, I'm so sorry. I." He looks crushed. Um, he'll compose himself, and he'll say,
I mean, you're pretty cute, so like,
Is he? Is he?
and we know your type. I don't think you get to judge. Well, I was about to say, well, you do have eyes, but that's also not a fair statement.
"Are we," and he's glancing upwards, trying to remember, "are we walking away from the door to talk? Negotiate? Or am I letting you through?"
Hold on. And Anne will run her. Just will run her finger behind her ear and pick up her homunculus servant off of her witch turn.
The
She will
little
then,
guy?
yeah, she will then go ahead and pull a hair out of her head, string it between her fingers, and will like basically do one motion and will wrap it in a knot around the homunculus servant's like little middle section.
Aw.
And she'll say, "Why don't you just crack the door? I can just take a look."
I want to give Jason an inspiration for that. Another one.
Go ahead and roll me persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
And I want to be clear here for everyone watching at home. Anne gets an advantage because Legato called him cute.
Advantage. Yeah. 17.
Okay, say 17. There will be a second, and then he'll kind of lean against the door, um, just cracking it open a little bit, kind of like teetering back up against it. And Anne will have like 3 seconds to send the homunculus forward before he goes like, oops.
The second that she hears the door creak, a couple things are going to happen. The first one is that she's going to activate her 1 minute of eerie token vision, and the homunculus servant, with its fly speed, will go ahead and those that little strand of Anne's hair will sort of like get stiff and bow in on itself, and then the sort of magical wood that makes up the sort of connective tissue between the two halves of the pearl will sort of spider out and create little wings, and it will take off through whatever opening is created. At this point, Anne is now looking as and seeing as the homunculus servant as it slips through the door, and it is about the size of a thumb, if it matters.
It's a little guy.
Yeah, just a little guy. Yeah, it's like 2 joints of a finger, like ish max.
All right. Slipping through, one, the Golden Stag Rest is very Art Deco.
Nice.
This was definitely like built during that like post death curse kind of golden age moment. There's a lot of care to making the architecture like strange and interesting. I think you're looking into like like the foyer of like the Ritz Carlton. You've got that like huge bar that overlooks a dining area that can be converted into a dancing floor in seconds. It has a pretty high capacity. People coming in and out of stairs that lead into a basement or cellar. Think. Ooh. Go ahead and oh, because you were looking and seeing through the homunculus, you would be making a perception check with your skills.
Yes.
So go ahead and give me a perception check.
18.
Ooh, okay.
She is seeing clearly for her 1 minute a day right now.
She can see clearly now.
Um, go ahead and I will give you 5 questions to describe the room. And I will be very like relaxed in how I answer because I'm not totally sure what information to give you. So 5 questions.
All right, so the first thing that she is looking for in the central lobby, as he described it, we were going to be attacked in the lobby. So she is looking for individuals that look positioned as though they were going to attack. Or alternatively, the more obvious one, arbiters in their fucking uniforms. Which I think would be kind of one, because she's just kind of getting a sense of what people in the room are doing and would pick up, because again, the color is very important to her. So she would see whether or not there was um, arbiter coats. But if they're going to do some sort of like covert like gang beating or whatever, maybe they're in disguise. So she's looking at the formation of the people as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely consider that one question because, yeah, I mean, what you're asking is like who, when there, could conceivably beat our ass and is preparing to beat our ass. So, Jason, you've seen an undercover cop, right?
Fish, I've been told I look like an undercover cop.
With love. Um, so you definitely like when people have that like their posture's a little bit too straight, they're wearing like steel toe shoes. They all have like the same kind of sunglasses.
They all have the exact same brand and color of cargo pants.
They're
Right.
all wearing
Like
Oakley wraparounds with the thin blue line flag set into the O. Like,
right. A few of them have on like a weird like I think like some of the wait staff have on like short sleeves as a part of the uniform, but then have on like really long gloves or some kind of like arm wrap, clearly hiding like tattoos or brands. So, but I would say the wait staff are all a few of them are here we go. A few of the wait staff are bussing tables or wiping down tables that don't need to be bussed or cleaned, kind of doing busy work that all puts them within, like, say, 15 to 30 feet of the front door. The bartender and like two of the waitresses might be the only people on staff who work there because their shoulders are slumped, their posture isn't as nice. They're definitely dressed a little bit more frumpy. Like a lot of the wait staff have like clean hairstyles and haircuts. The women will have their hair braided back and out of their face. The men will have like short fades or, the like soldier do. Um, but I think maybe not arbiters. What I'll say is like, because arbiters are like a spy network. I definitely feel like if an arbiter wanted to go in disguise, it would be in disguise. Like, they're not going to do something so clumsy as wearing obviously identifiable Oakleys with a thin blue flag on it.
okay.
But
Second question. Oh,
nope, I'm not done answering. Sorry. But I will note at the bar, kind of in the middle distance, uh, I think pushed a little bit further out is a woman who is in plain clothes, but she's in a kind of very old style fashion of dress, some kind of like afternoon dress that is buttoned all the way to the neck. And she has on a very stiff face, uh, porcelain white skin, you could say, um, blush kind of clumsily applied. Her lips are in like that very cute, exaggerated, like doll heart shape. And there's a few blonde curls kind of peeking out from underneath a French hood. She isn't making the same mistake as some of the other wait staff are by kind of like looking over at the door. But she isn't making conversation with the bartender either, who is like, she's like the only person at the bar. You may now ask other questions.
okay. aside from everybody you just listed, uh, because my initial question had been about the like attack posture of people. Um, based with everybody else that you described, is there anyone else? And I'm thinking about like a noble here to watch and not in the chair in the corner of the room in the gilded stag rest kind of way, in the they want to see Anne's ass get kicked kind of way. Whether it be up on like a balcony or something like that, like somebody who would not be in the line of fire, which I'm also extending to the staff that are not on the clearly undercover like goons. Um,
So who's just here for a show?
right, exactly. Is there someone here for a show?
Ooh, I really like that question. I want you to go ahead and you are going to roll me a flat d20, and this is
Okay.
just like a luck. So you can do that with a physical dice.
I don't have physical dice up here, so 9.
All right, with a 9, I
Bless you.
just really like the question of who would want to see Anne's ass get beat.
Well, I mean, the reason why it's my second question is because this is a thing Anne would be checking for. Like this isn't a Jason question. This is also an Anne question. Like she is looking for that actively.
Right, which is okay. Up on a balcony overlooking the dance floor. So it's like the balcony, and then it's like directly facing the bar. So the bartender can look up at the balcony.
Mhm.
Standing there, um, leaning against the balcony, I would say would be a much older man, 50s or 60s. Um, Probably had like a strong, handsome face at one point in his life, but has just like a little bit too much like doughy and softness. Like his face is like very round and sweet. Um, he's more gray than he is blonde. He's in a dressing robe, had been preparing to go to sleep, but well, something interrupted him. And now he's just thrown on like a Neverwinter royal blue garb to kind of look out over the bar. Um, have you ever seen your dad?
Um, no.
Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror?
Yes.
Have you looked at yourself in the mirror enough to recognize yourself?
Yes. Likewise, she also knows pretty well what her brother looks like because one of her plans to be able to go into this place was to just put his face on.
So, standing next to the man, um, is not a woman who looks like you, but is you. The same extra thick rimmed glasses. Um, I think the clothes might be outdated and not quite like reflecting what you're wearing, but she has on, you know, a nice kind of fur lined coat. Um, as this woman like moves from foot to foot, you can kind of see that like unsteady gait of someone balancing on stilts, not as used to it as you are, but definitely more experienced than like the average person. And those are the two people of note overlooking.
Okay.
Wait, so it's just her?
It is a man and Anne.
Okay. I think with that information, I know I have a lot of questions left, but Anne is going to pull the homunculus servant back towards the door. And her physical body now will just say, "Open the door, fucking dumbass." It's a little bit.
Anne?
Give me 1 second. He's not pausing. Okay. Uh, yeah, I mean, he'll push the door open for Anne.
Yeah, well, no, she's not going in. She just wants the homunculus servant to come out
Okay.
because there's
Yeah.
there's valuable components on it that she cannot get back.
Opens the
So
door.
yeah, it slips out, back around her fingers, back uh, uh, behind her witch turn. Don't know how much time she has left. She's going to look at Legato, and in a very serious moment, um, when it's like behind her ear and it's in like in this configuration where she's seeing with it, she makes very direct eye contact with Legato, which is not something she usually does, and is like, "We should go."
All right. He does not question Anne. He does not like say anything in front of this man. And he says, "All right." Thank you for your assistance, Sir Keel. Meant what I said.
So I should tell them the wrong people stepped up?
Hmm. Or if you don't, I don't know how comfortable you are with bending. You could just say that you didn't see anything. Oh, unless that would cost a little more.
He'll roll his tongue around his mouth, and he'll kind of give a bit of a dismissive shrug. Uh, he won't say anything past that.
Well, thank you, Akil.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Legato blows him a little kiss.
Almost like reflexively, he'll like pluck it out of the air and like hold it to his chest. Um, don't be strangers. Walk through the maze with wisdom.
Lord knows I'm trying. Oral knows I'm trying. You as well. You know what? Actually, if we ever meet again, you should tell me about Cormier. I've only read very limited books on the subject.
Of course. Um, I look forward to it.
You flatter me.
Are you going to be
2
go?
days.
You should go. Quick. Not the question I was going to ask. Go. Take care. And as he's waving you, he will kind of take his hand, spread his fingers apart, then clasp the middle finger and ring finger together like that, and push the two fingers, and then rotate his hand like that.
What the fuck is that?
And then he'll finger guns. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you again.
Yeah. Legato smiles and herds Anne.
Oh, Anne can see right
Uh,
now,
Oh yeah, go safely.
technically.
He does as they go. He's like, "Go safely."
He'll wave you, and you can hear him like opening the door and go, "You guys, stop paying orphans to run messages. I just harassed some random tiefling and some blonde bitch."
As they go down. Oh, sorry. Let me write this down really quick. We are fucking booking it.
I have eyes now, Legato.
And your opinion?
Surprised, I think. I think surprised
Why
is
are
what
you surprised? What kind
I,
of people do you think I'm into, Anne?
I don't know.
So, what did you see in there? He will switch to very soft Sylvan as they walk.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. So at least one arbiter, one person that actually knew what the fuck they were doing,
Hmm.
um, and then a bunch of people that didn't,
What
and
what they all
just like
look like?
dressed as the most conspicuous version of the help you've ever seen in your life.
Mm. And the one that knew what they were doing?
Uh, Blonde hair, stupid fucking lipstick, like a hood ish, not like my hood, but like a. She'll do her best to describe a French hood, um, and it was just sitting there, sort of watching, but in a way that was less conspicuous in the way that it made it more conspicuous.
That almost sounds like girl, the arbiter we beat up. But I don't know if it could be because she broke her whole fucking face.
Yeah, and I like held onto her body, and it did that thing where it was like,
And the ribbon went through the air vent, which could have the spirit thingy attached.
sure,
They
sure.
remade her.
Wow, they put a lot of work into making this district look a lot like, oh, there it goes. Neverwinter. It looks a lot like Neverwinter. I can no longer see.
No, I figured. I figured when you said that.
Okay.
It's really interesting to hear about the way that these places look to y'all, I think. I don't really think about them a lot in context because I've only seen the way that they look, the way that they look. So hearing that this
Uh,
looks mostly like Neverwinter is kind of interesting.
yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's like a little to the left. The way that the wear is different because it's a different climate, and the buildings were built more recently, but they're all trying to look the same way. Or at least that's what I think.
I find that kind of interesting. I mean, it sort of makes sense. And at the same time, it kind of tickles me to know that they were desperately trying to recreate something that probably wouldn't survive here were it not for the magic that they use.
Yeah. Cycling back to Ribbon Girl for a second, I would just like to bring up
Hmm.
something that I brought up the first time,
Yeah.
if it is truly Ribbon Girl. Um, it doesn't actually matter whether it's her or not because it's still weird. There was only one arbiter in the room. They work in fucking pairs. They walk around the castle in pairs.
Well, again, and if she is capable, it could be that she is capable of working on her own because she's taken orders from her pair who is seated elsewhere.
I no, they only take orders from the king. That's how it works.
Are you sure about that in this context?
I, I mean, in this context, no, but I suppose that that's also strange because again, I I don't think a arbiter, or at least the arbiters that I have met or spoken with, would want fucking casuals like we're inside that fucking hotel doing work for them. So there's something odd going on. I'm not sure what.
I mean, if they're there, it could listen, and it could just be a lot of people in 10 towns aren't very familiar with arbiters in general. So even if you view the people in there as casuals, most people from 10 towns are not going to think twice about it, and most people from Neverwinter are just going to be like, oh, those people are going to protect us if something weird goes down.
I don't really know the best way to describe this. So Chuckle Nuts out front. He is part of like some larger. Sorry, that was probably disrespectful. You guys were like blowing kisses at each other. Whatever. That guy, whatever his name was, he is a member of some sort of order, right? It was on his tabard. I saw it. It was
Yeah.
yeah, all stitched in and whatever, right? And generally, when people are members of orders or religious paladin whatever, they are bound by a set of rules. Arbiters are bound by a set of rules, and one of the rules is that they are always with a partner, not like in a partner way, but I'm sure that
That probably
that
happens.
probably happens, right? But like a working partner because they're keeping each other accountable in some sort of arbitrary way to the king's orders that they're both supposed to be executing. It's a very prestigious position. It's not a scum of the earth. They- Like they have a building. I've seen their building. They're not operating in the shadows, but they are.
And
They, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I said before, and I want this to like start to sink in for you. You are in international waters as far as everything is concerned. So even if in Neverwinter, or sorry, not yeah, Neverwinter, they follow these strict rules. They gotta work in pairs. They gotta obey orders. They gotta wear the uniform. You are in 10 towns in a condition that it hasn't been in before,
Okay,
in
but
a condition where it's trying to survive, and in a condition where there has just been an international incident that you are implicated in, that we are both, that all four of us are technically
Yeah.
implicated in. And so, my main point is this: if in the van you said that she was bound by rules after you read the little note that she had, you said she was bound by rules, and she went, and then when she paused, she was like, I'm asking permission. Then she busted her head open and started to fight us. I think that you need to start separating your view of the way arbiters work in Neverwinter from the way that they potentially work here in order to be able to handle this issue correctly. Because that's the only way that you're going to be able to move forward with any sort of like proper thinking or planning, is if you separate the way you know them from the way they are going to be up here.
I saw something in there that leads me to believe that the arbiter I saw should be behaving by the rules.
And that was.
And that was something that I really can't explain, but you just have to trust me on that.
And I trust you in what you saw. But even if you still have this staunch belief that they have to act by their rules, I'm going to say once again that you need to get used to the idea that it's bendy up here.
I agree that it's bendy, but I mean, hell, I know it's bendy. But arbiters aren't, or not historically.
If the king is dying or not in a place and Prince Carolus is working out of desperation and passion,
Well, I guess next time we'll just walk in and get our ass beat, and we could learn a thing or two.
I'm not saying that, and you know that's not what I'm saying. But if you want to walk through those doors, you can go right ahead.
I had a plan to walk through those doors, and I think it would have been just fine.
Then why did you want to leave? Is it because of what you saw?
Yeah, guy was telling the truth. Figured I'd give him that.
I don't think that's all in, but I'm not going to ask.
Thank you.
So, where are we going to stay now?
I don't know. Walk around the parking lot with the Aurora keys. Oh no, wait, we don't have the Aurora keys. Good God.
Yeah, Surf ran off with him. And we can't go back to the bar because nobody we know is there anymore, and I am worried I'd be requested. Well, I'd be requested for a show. Maybe we could get some dinner money out of it.
Would I have to do anything?
Um, other than tighten my corset, not really.
Oh, I've done that. That's fine.
In which case, where did you do want to go back to the Knucklebone? There's a couple other places that we could also go.
I
Actually,
mean,
do you think
Surf knew that we were going to try to
get to the Black
um,
Knights?
the Black Knights and also last call at the Outlook.
It's
Uh,
still only like 6 p.m.
I know, but if you're planning on running a show, you can beat last call.
That's true. All right, let's go.
All right. And you guys, Northern Outlook is what we agreed, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And we will come to a little bit of a close, but you cut across town. You find yourselves at the Northern Outlook. Um, definitely not as opulent as the Golden Stag Rest, but of the like true to the bone 10 Towns, Icewind Dale, Frostfar taverns, this is like the nicest one. Um, it seems to have been a hunting lodge at some point. There are still like remnants of different like animal, like taxidermied animals hung up. As you get into the northern outlook and you come in, you can see that it's like moderately bustling. This is where a lot of the miners seem to go after like the workday. A lot of people here grabbing drinks, catching up. There are a few signs advertising different social programs, things like a free shower, but you can pay for hot water. Um, there's like all sorts of rooms put up. There's a few like things advertising a type of room that is just like a string that you can bend your body over. There's like discounts for sharing a room with other people. This is like a medieval fantasy tavern with some modern accoutrement. Um, Nothing quite else of note, but it's got a good atmosphere.
Now, this is a place to get your ass kicked, not by a nation state level intelligence service.
Yeah, this is really nice. I like the vibes in here.
Also, I heard somebody talking about like string accoutrement, like 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 they're putting people. Is it rope trick? Are they putting people into rooms with rope trick, or is it just actually a string stretched across a room that they're just leaning people over?
Are they leaning people over or are they going like under?
Look out, you would be familiar with this. Drunk people hangover.
I'm also familiar with this, but Anne is not. And Anne's like, well, you could use magic and just like stick somebody up in a rope trick, and they could just sleep and they can come
Oh
down,
no, I
right?
think I think that's where they're putting the people that can't walk home.
Oh shit, I better watch out.
All
Um,
right. Anything of note that you guys are doing inside of the Northern Outlook?
well, the only thing I think Legato's going to do is going to go up and ask if they require any general bar entertainment or if they have things on lock.
Fish you good.
The bartender, maybe 30s, kind of a sweet faced elf, will lean in and say, well, what kind of entertainment?
Well, I don't think I've performed here before, but I normally do a drag show. I go by the name Vivaci. I don't know if you might have heard that before.
Uh, no, we respect the craft, obviously, but not quite of a drag show entertainment place. But
It's all right.
they'll size you up, and they'll say, "Do you guys know how to fight?"
Do you think we know how to fight, Anne?
Um, Depends on the type of fighting you're talking about.
a good fight, a fatal fight.
To the death?
Not forever.
Oh yeah, there is chartling.
No, I was just asking if you guys are like running the kind of fight club that is people just muttering words at each other and then walking away fucking
Yeah, is it more
unsatisfied.
magic or physical, or is it like a mix of both?
I'd say physical. And we don't run a crass fight club like, well, like over in Dugansville. No offense.
God, we have a
But
fight club.
Apparently,
Okay.
this is what I would say
they're
this
running
is
it better if I didn't know about it. Anyways.
about entertainment. Stage, it's got a lot of play components, but sometimes we do involved fights. And I know that we would pay very handsomely for kind of gladiatorial work. Even better if you could lose a fight, but that's always a bit of a harder sell.
Yeah, I'm also incapable of it. So
So, how do you feel about that, Anne? Do you want to? Is it like groups? Is it one on one?
It depends on the performance, but I know tonight that we're staging a bit of a fight that would be a group.
We got 4 people.
That's good. Yeah, we would be looking at a 5-on-4 with. No, it would be a 4-on-4.
Did one of them suddenly die?
No, I misremembered the performance we're staging tonight.
you say performance. What do you mean by that?
Well, be interested in discussing more details as long as this doesn't go out. We don't like to be. You know what? Why don't you go and talk to my boss?
I was gonna say we already know about the menu.
Oh, well, it's our dinner and a show. If you already know about the menu, just come on back and talk to the boss. And and then if you're interested, you'll be able to meet with some of the people you'll be performing with.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
interested. But I
all
think
right.
I think we should wait for the rest of our party.
Yeah, I'm also not really keen on the performance word specifically because, um, based on an experience we just had, I don't really know how much I want people talking about our
Are there
time.
are there costumes involved?
Costumes, disguises. Well, this isn't exactly an above board operation, so our audience has just as much incentive to keep quiet as the performers do. So no, we don't let people talk outside of the show.
We could get masks.
The costumes would be provided.
Oh boy.
Give us a bit to discuss it amongst everybody.
Yeah, sure they'll be here in short order.
All right. Well, Can I get you a drink or anything to eat in the meantime?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Do you guys? Is it a French 97 or French 67?
75. It's my wedding
75. There we go.
cocktail.
Do you guys got a Cormier 75?
Yes. Um, beer.
Whatever the house drink is, I don't give a shit.
Great. Uh, he will set down 2 drinks in front of you. And I will call the session here. And
Woo!
we will pick back up in
Several
about
weeks.
several weeks. Barring the worst, we will reconvene on January 2nd and hopefully see what is going on with the last call menu. Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Eo Saturnalia. Only major holidays happening.
Mhm.
Nothing else.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah, no,
Happy Kwanzaa.
I'm a shooter for the war on Christmas, baby. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Fighting the
Fuck
war on Christmas
Christmas.
on the side of not Christmas.
That's good. Fucking sick of
All right.
Wham, sick of Mariah Carey. No?
Have a good rest of your year, everybody, and thank you. Bye.
Bye.